I just let's say sorry I haven't been posting anything lately. We actually took a 2-week vacation, so I just been kind of busy. But I did get the paint booth set up, and we worked last night until like 11 o'clock or so, doing some of the painting. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I have done so far. So here we go. Let's. All right. So the car is masked off as good as it's going to get. Oh, I forgot to mask that off. Maybe we'll take that off and reach in there and do that. So I think we're good here. We did a little bit more repair there. My brother came into town, and we put a little more back here that needs to be worked on. And he doesn't want to be in it. So, and then my dad was getting ready to throw this thing away, so I thought, well, maybe I can use that. We can hang some of the parts from it. He's got another one. Maybe we get that. You think 2 of them? I don't know. I don't think I need 2 of them. So I think the next thing we need to do is just get everything plasticed up. And then we can maybe start looking at doing some painting. All right, so we have put that liquid Flex Seal on the car. Let's see, let's kind of see a little better here. You can see the tape line. So
some of that gray is primer.
Yeah. So we'll let that dry. But we got all of that done. Got the rest of the car taped. Got the windows taped off. So those are ready. I think we're getting really close to painting. So we have set up our paint booth. We started priming, or sealing actually, not priming, but we're sealing everything. So we got the hood done, the sunroof done, the bumper's done, most of one of the doors, and the front valance done. Came out okay. This is a little rough. I don't know if you can see it, how it's kind of orange peely. So I'm gonna have to sand that. I'm just learning as I'm going. I'm trying my best. But it really is aggravating because I bought this kit from the restoration shop, and they said, you know, this is a kit to paint your car, and this is what it came with for the sealer. And I have now run out of sealer halfway through my job. I didn't think it was going to be enough, but I figured they knew what they were talking about. But they didn't. So I have ordered more, but it won't be here until Monday. So I took time off of work to paint, and I'm gonna lose a whole day of my time off for painting because I don't have enough sealer. So I think what I will do though is maybe then tomorrow I'll practice. I'll put some paint on these. I'll mix some up, and we'll put some paint on these products here, and we'll see how that goes, you know. Hopefully that goes pretty good. So until next day. Around. So here are my fenders. So I've got everything sealed. All the parts that are off the car are sealed. Here's how that looks. It's not great with that rubber coating, but looks like there's a little line here. But once again, this was not professional grade. I tried doing the best I can. Oh, I fixed this. So now there's really nothing. There is really no dent whatsoever. Remember, I pulled that out and then reglazed it. So everything that is off the car has been sealed. Doors, All my little parts have all been sealed. I got those. So there's my door. The other door. I tell you what. There's my hood. I did a little more work on my hood. There's a little dent right there, but you can kind of feel it. There was some paint that was cracked right here after I sealed this the first time that I noticed. So I had to sand this all down again and get rid of that cracked paint that was in there. Let's see. Doors are done. There's the headlight covers and all three of the mirrors. My sunroof is back there. So those are all sealed and ready for paint. I have the car left to seal. But what I'm going to do is I am going to paint everything off the car and then move the car more in the middle and do the middle. But I will say this paint gun from Harbor Freight has done an excellent job. So we'll just update a little bit more once we get some paint on. All right, so we pulled everything out for the most part. The valance and the sunroof are still in there because those have already been wet sanded. So that's what we're finishing up right now. We're wet sanding with 1500. Everything's looking pretty good. So we're getting real close to paint. I think what I'll do is I'll drag out see, you can see there's some water still in here. I'll drag out the air compressor and blow this stuff off and let it dry a little bit. It's actually a fairly decent day out for August. And we'll start bringing the stuff in and start putting some color on it. And we'll see how we do.
Putting that clean paint on. This is also...
Let's do a little paint. Alright. Yeah, right there. There you go. Okay. That looks pretty good. Alright. Try the watch the stuff behind you and watch the stuff on the side so you don't touch it because you'll ruin the paint. So you need to get the sides and the tops and the bottoms and all that first.
Like that?
Yep. Okay.
And then...
You don't want to try not to get so much on your hands, but...
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good, Will. Probably should have gloves on.
All right, so that's the first two base coats down on these parts. Came out pretty good if you ask me. We'll see. considering I've never painted a car before. So the color is torch red. Like I said, I wanted to do like a pearl or something, but was told it would be really kind of difficult to do. So we just went with the torch red, which is really close to what was originally on the car. Now, I couldn't really get samples of it, but the look of it online, it was a deeper, darker red than what was originally on there than the guards red for the Porsche. So it's still red, but it should be a little bit darker of a red. Okay, so second set of clear coat is on. Now you can see there's some orange peel in there. So I think that, talking to my brother, I think that stems from the sealer. I think that's just the way it's going to be. But stuff turned out pretty good for my first paint job. So ran into a couple of issues. I don't know if you'll be able to see these or not, but the doors, after we painted them, we went to go and do clear coat, and we put them on those horses I got from Harbor Freight. I don't know if you can see it or not. You see those lines right there and right there? Those are from putting them onto those horses, flipping them over to... So I think what we probably should have done is either put towels over them, like we decided to do later, or try to figure out how to hang them. But I think, and then on the inside of the door also, part of this got stuck on the inside of the door, and the rubber part was left, so I got to scrape that off, and so I got to paint those couple of spots. Not a huge deal because I got to paint the car anyway. And then I also had, so here's the sunroof. I missed a little spot on the sunroof, but I'm not going to be able to really do anything about that because I got it all clear coated, but I got a streak there. I got streaks everywhere with the clear coat. I did better with the paint. Ran into a problem with this, where we set it down. It wasn't completely dry yet and got a little off, so I got to repaint that. And then this, when I put the sealer on, there was a drip, and we went ahead and tried to sand it off, but when we did, it was still kind of wet, even though it was like almost a day later with how thick it was. So we just had to take it off, so I'll have to seal that again and paint it, which once again is not it's not the worst thing in the world because I have to seal the car still. So the only thing I have left to do tonight is my second coat of clear on the rain gutters. And after that, I am done for the day. We'll put all the stuff away, clean the gun, and then hopefully tomorrow we can seal the car, paint the car, and clear the car. I don't think the car will take that long. It's not going to take nearly as long as all this other stuff, because it's one big piece as the compressor comes on. So wait until tomorrow. Oh yeah, and then we also did this. Had a little extra paint left over, so that's one of the wheels from Nintendo. So we decided to paint that. Also wanted to show you real quick. I just painted the inside of the tray. If you remember, this was that gray. I don't know if it'll last. I don't know what'll happen with it, but you know, I had the little bit of extra paint that we painted the wheel with. I decided to go ahead and throw some in here just to throw some color in there. And as you can see, the color is pretty close to what was in here. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit darker. I'm kind of disappointed on the color. If you can kind of see what the valance looks like, that's kind of what I was hoping it would be, like a darker red, but it's not. It's real close to the guards red. So, but nothing I can do about that now, and we'll just keep on. We'll get the we'll get the car painted tomorrow. All right, so here we are the next day. Everything's dry. There is a little bit of texture to this. So I think I might sand this down with 3000. Bumpers came out better. And this front bumper, I mean, came out great. It really came out awesome. It's nice and smooth. So, I mean, I don't know what the difference is. Same gun, same everything. So I gotta spray the tops of the doors again because of those damn lines. And then this spot and this spot where it picked up some of the foam. Here's our Mario Kart. This thing turned out awesome. There's a little bit of texture to it, but boy, that looks so good. Gas cap looks pretty good. So that was 2 coats of clear. So 2 coats of base, 2 coats of clear. So today's goal is going to get the doors done. Hopefully I can get the car done. I got to get all this stuff out and onto the driveway so I can remove this and get a new one down for the car. But pretty good. I'm pretty happy. All right. So the car is now sealed. Looks pretty good. Definitely got the right settings, I think, on that gun because it's not splotchy at all. So that laid down much better. So next, this paint, I got to run to the store. I ran out of strainers, but I got to do that door there, and then just touch up these couple of spots there and there, and then I got to do that other door, and I got to paint that mirror that I primed that had that drip in it, and then I've got to paint this one that's got that little spot right there. Just give that a quick little shot. So that and the doors will only just take one real light coat. The mirror and the car will take a couple of coats, but that'll be the next thing to go on. All right, both coats of base are on. It laid down pretty good. It really did. So we'll get ready to clear. It's a little dark in this corner, but I did use a flashlight to make sure I got everything. And then here is that welding job of that corner piece. I mean, I can't even tell where it is. Maybe right there, I don't know. But that came out really good. The door jamb, you know, this one was a lot more difficult. So it still came out pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. But yep. We are gonna clean the gun, and well, this I'm kind of disappointed in. This is awful. I'm gonna have to be redoing this. Do you see the nose? Yeah, that's gonna have to be redone at some time. So, and then these doors, we re-spritzed just one real light coat to get rid of those lines, and they're all gone. So, and I repainted the mirror. That's the one I had to prime and then paint. Did the same thing on this door, fixed those lines there. And those couple of little spots back here. And then that little spot right there. So, I think all the painting is done, and we're going to go ahead and go to clear coat. And there you have it. 2 coats of clear. I still have some clear coating to do because these doors, I'm not able to clear coat because I don't want to put them on the other side yet. So I'll have to do the backs in a few days. But mirrors are done. Second coat of clear is on. Car is painted. So, I mean, that still needs to dry. That's pretty good. So let's go out and kind of look at the fenders now that they've completely dried. There's the sunroof. You can see the reflection of the house, and it hasn't even been buffed or polished or anything. Here's the bumpers. Here's the fenders. See the trees in it. You can even see the clouds. You can see the clouds in it. So most of that came out great. That headlight cover I'm going to need to sand down and probably re-clear coat. But all in all, success. And it's Miller time.